This is Manisha Lomash and welcome to my channel High on Life. Today I would like to talk about the energy shifts that are happening on planet Earth right now, the entire situation around coronavirus that we are going through, um, the the restriction, the limitations, the lockdown situation, the fear of financial instability in future. Why are we going through this? What lessons we can learn from this? Let's look at it. So you must be wondering, why are we going through this? You must be wondering, when is this going to end? When is this corona situation going to end? When are we going to go back to our normal lives? Um, and you must be so and let's acknowledge that it is not only corona. Let's accept that it is not only the situation that is happening right now in the world that is affecting you, but you at individual level, you are also going through your own micro issues. You are going through your own problems right now, apart from corona, apart from lockdown. There are certain issues that are brewing up right now, maybe problems related to your family, problems related to your health, problems related to your finances, problems related to something which is not directly related to corona. So and you must be wondering, when is that going to end? So at macro and micro level, we are right now going through something which we just want it, we just want them to end. Okay, and it seems as if we are forced to go through it. We are pushed to go through this situation, and it seems it looks like. As if you have to face your fears, you have to sit with your fears, and all your deepest fears are out there right now. So all the emotions that we have been experiencing, like fear, a lot of fear related to our future, fear related to finances, our jobs, families, and there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of there's a lot of chaos inside. There are a lot of emotions together, and we are confused. We just don't know what's going to happen in future. Yeah. So these emotions right now, we have these emotions, and they are intense because of the corona situation and because of the lockdown. But then these emotions were already there for some other reasons. These emotions were already brewing up. They were there, and they were bothering us at a deeper level, where we were not even ready to face them. We were just hiding from them, we were just running from them, and they were just piling up, they were just brewing up since many years within you and in the mass consciousness. So if it was not corona, it would have been something else that would have pushed us to slow down, that would have pushed us to work on our deepest fears, that would have pushed us to become more aware of what is actually happening uh, at at our physical level and at the planetary level, what we are doing to our bodies, and what we are doing to the entire planet Earth. So whatever is happening right now, it is part of evolution. We as species, we need to now evolve and become more conscious. So nature is just pushing us towards that evolution. And being humans, we resist change. We don't like change. We are scared of change. We are scared of we are just scared of losing control. So nature or universe, they don't have any option but to push us, because we have been running away from this since very long, since many years, maybe 15 years, 20 years. without realizing that it is high time that we change. We need to change our consciousness. We need to change the way we treat ourselves. We need to change that we need to change the way we treat others around us, other species around us, the entire planet. And if we don't do that, we are going to vanish from this planet. We are just going to be wiped out. So if you follow my blogs, I do monthly energy predictions, and if you follow my predictions, then you must have observed that I've been repetitive and I've been emphasizing on the need to change ourselves, need to work on ourselves, need to heal ourselves, and need to change our old patterns since last 2 years. Since last 2 years, I have been emphasizing on need to go deeper, need to slow down, need to work on ourselves, need to change the way we see the world, the need to change the way we perceive our world. Okay, and I also mentioned that if we don't do that right now, we'll be forced to do that. And right now, when we are going through this lockdown, when we are going through these restrictions, we are actually being forced to work on ourselves. We are actually being forced to isolate ourselves so that we can actually have time to work on ourselves. Okay, and if you're still not doing that, then future can be little tricky for you. You have to work on yourself. Okay, so in the middle of this huge shift that we are right now, it is basically something that our generation has never witnessed before, and the future, whatever is coming in future, is also something that we have never witnessed, something that we have never seen. We have never felt so connected. So spiritually, on spiritual level, on metaphysical level, we have been talking about that we are all one, we are all connected, and our thoughts affect everyone on planet Earth. But this is a practical example. This is how we are all connected. Corona is teaching us how we all are connected and how each and every individual is affecting the entire planet. Okay, how one person can affect the entire world. We are learning this lesson right now. Corona is teaching us this lesson practically right now. Okay, but the other side of this coin is that you don't have to go through pain. You don't have to suffer to learn these lessons. You don't have to go through this painful situation and struggle to experience this. You just have to acknowledge your fears. You have to acknowledge your deepest, darkest shadows. Okay? You really need to understand that you can't escape facing your demons anymore. You just can't. Okay, if you are still trying to run away, then even when you are isolated with your fear. So for example, let's say if you're scared of if you were always running away from your family members, if you were always running away from a specific relationship, maybe your relationship with your mother, or your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your siblings, you must be, or you can observe that you are maybe isolated with them, and you have to spend your time right now with them. So whatever your fear is, whatever your deepest fear is, maybe you're isolated with that fear right now. You're sitting with that fear. If that fear is not physical, if it is not through a person, if it is not in the form of a person, or if it is not in the form of a physical experience, then it must be emotional experience. You must be going through this. You must be going through this kind of compulsive thinking, compulsive. Compulsively, you must be thinking about your fears. Okay, If something if something doesn't work out for you, if you lose your job, what will happen? If you lose your money, what will happen? If you lose your health, what will happen? So you must be compulsively worrying about it. Okay, so it's high time that we stop brushing things under the rug, and just let us just acknowledge, okay, this is what I'm scared of, this is my fear. Maybe I'm scared of losing my family members, maybe I'm scared of losing money, maybe I'm scared of losing my job. Okay, so in order to find a resolution, you first have to acknowledge that this is my deepest fear, this is what I'm worried about, this is what I'm scared of. Okay, so right now we are in the middle of April, and the energy of April is more restrictive. We may face more restrictions. We may face more limitations. Why so? Because we are still not acknowledging, we are still not accepting the situation. We are still angry, and we are still waiting for life to go back to normal. We're still waiting that once this is over, we can go back and we can do the same thing that we were doing before. But this situation has not happened. This situation is not happening so that you can, once it ends, you can go back to your normal life. This situation is happening so that you can evolve. Things are not going to be same ever. It is changing right now, and things are going to shift to a huge level in a positive way. Not only, so it's not that that things are going to go down. Basically everything is happening so that we can evolve and become better. Okay, so things are not going to go back to normal, things are going to get better. And in order to make things better, we need to first accept that yes, we are going through this situation. We are in the middle of this chaos that we have created. Our fears, our fear of losing control, our fear of uncertainty, our fear of not having enough. Okay, everything is right now on the surface, everything is out there on our face, and we have to face them, and we have to realize that the foundation of fear needs to go. Okay, so you'll realize, we'll observe that as we are going through this situation, and as we evolve through this situation, and as we start accepting, we'll realize all those companies, all those organizations and setups, those were based on fear, on the foundation of fear. They need to go, and they have started collapsing. Okay, so what will happen once they collapse? We will have new opportunities, we will have new possibilities of new kind of jobs, new kind of employments, better employments that can contribute to the entire planet. We have to come out of our comfort zone and realize that we are capable of so much, and we are limiting ourselves by restricting ourselves to this one specific job which gets us money, or which just gets us certain things that can just help us to get by, just to live, and not to be alive. So now it's high time that we start realizing that it's not enough to be living, but you have to feel alive. And in order to feel alive, you have to let go of all the fears and all the limiting factors, all the emotions that are blocking and limiting you. And also we need to realize this, we all are going through this karmic phase where we are releasing, where we are transmuting all the pending karmas. The entire planet is going through this. So we are releasing all the pending karmas. Okay, everything that we have done to planet Earth, everything that we have done to our bodies, we are releasing that right now. And many souls are choosing to help us learn this lesson by dying. Okay, so many people who have died right now, these souls, these souls, they had chosen this mission to help humans realize that there are so many possibilities, there are so many opportunities if we just come out of our fear. So what do we do now? Okay, so April, like we are going through April right now, it is going to be more restrictive, it's going to be more limiting. We may see some changes after 22nd, some improvement after 22nd, but until then things are going to be more restrictive. Okay. And things are not going to go back to normal, as in we are not going to come out and start working until at least until June and July, end of July. This entire situation may end by September, and after September things may start going back to not normal that we are used to, but something better, something that is more conscious, and something that is going to help the entire planet. And there are many other situations that are going to come. There are many other many things that we are going to face as world. We are going to face as mass consciousness, and everything is going to help us evolve, everything is going to help us become better. Okay, so we need to realize here, things are if you're worried about your job, start exploring yourself, start exploring your talents and your skills, and explore what else you're capable of. And let me tell you, each individual is capable of so much. You're so talented, and you can once you come out of your comfort zone, you are capable of doing anything. So now it's time to look within and see, what are you capable of doing? How can you contribute to planet Earth? How can you contribute to every individual on planet Earth? How can you actually give back? Start thinking about that, and once you start thinking about that, you will start feeling more certain, you'll start feeling more stable. As far as the economy is concerned, things are not going to be same anymore. It's definitely going to get better in future, but then the way we see money, the way we deal with money, the way we do transactions, everything is going to shift within a few years. Within 2 or 3 years, things are going to really drastically shift. We are going to invent and come up with high-tech stuff, things that we have never imagined. Communication is going to become it's just going to jump on a next level, on another level. So definitely we are evolving, and this is the biggest trigger. Every evolution needs a trigger, and this is our trigger. And from here onwards, we are going to become more conscious. We have to become more conscious, otherwise we don't have any other option. We can't go back. We have to evolve, and we should evolve. So what can you do right now? 1, don't run away from yourself. Stop running away from facing your fears. Sit with yourself. Actually sit with yourself. Just focus on your breath and see what's happening within. See, what are you scared of? What is it that is bothering you so much? Sit with it, acknowledge it, discuss it with others, vent it out. Don't suppress your emotions. Don't run away from feeling negative or feeling anger, feeling guilty. Don't run away from those emotions. You have to experience it. Don't push yourself to feel positive all the time. It's just not possible. Okay, so it's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel guilty. And once you experience it, it's gone. It stays until you suppress it, until you run away from it. So Sit with your problems, sit with what's happening inside. If you feel the need to talk to somebody, a therapist or a life coach, please do that. It's required. Second, please do some physical exercise. Please do yoga. Slow yoga is required to slow down mentally and emotionally. Do pranayams, do meditation. Guided meditation would be correct right now, because the mind is so chaotic right now. If you sit with that mindset, it will not serve you. So maybe guided meditation is better right now. Do healing. If you are into healing and if you know somebody who can help you with healing, please heal yourself. Work on your fears, work and address your fears, talk to your therapist, talk to friends, and acknowledge what's going on. But the most important thing is to actually isolate and sit with yourself. Apart from this, apart from practicing yoga, pranayama, meditation, and sitting with yourself, you can also work on how you communicate. Okay, so watch your words. See how are you communicating with others, especially especially for next 20-30 days, as in let's say 1 month, at least till 15th of May. Just observe how you're talking, just observe how you are addressing people. See if you are being unkind to others. Be very careful about how you're sharing your information online, and just be kind. Just be kind to yourself. Just be kind to others. Okay, and also realize that we are grieving. We are going through this huge grief right now, because there are so many people who are losing their family members, and there are so many deaths happening around the world. Apart from that, we are also losing our old patterns. We have to let go our old patterns. We have to let go our old habits, and that also causes grief. So we are grieving, and the first stage of grieving is denial. I think many of us have crossed that. But if you're still going through denial, oh, this is not happening, nothing will happen and everything will be all right. Yeah, everything will be all right, definitely, but we are going through this. Okay, and don't be in denial that you are letting go of your old patterns, or you have to let go of your old patterns. And the second stage is anger. So many of us are here. Many of us are angry with China. Many of us are angry with people around us, and we are angry that this country started it, or this neighbor is responsible for this, and people are crazy, they don't understand, they are not. So we are just angry in general. We are just blaming, we are just angry. We just need somebody to take responsibility of this chaos. But the fact is, we all are responsible for it. Each one of us has contributed to it. All our fears have contributed to this. Okay, so let's understand what else you can do. So anger, and then we'll be bargaining, and then in the end we'll be accepting. So the sooner we accept, the better it is for us, the better results we are going to get. So realize that we all are grieving, and acknowledge it, and accept that we are in this situation and we have to evolve, we have to grow as a soul. What else is possible? What else we should think about? We should acknowledge that as we are evolving, we are moving towards a very, very, very beautiful world. We are moving towards a world where things are definitely going to be better. We are moving towards a world where there is compassion, where there is love, where there is forgiveness, where there is laughter, where there's joy, where there is unity in people, where everyone is working towards creating harmony in this world, where everyone is working towards contributing to each other. And if all of us start putting our energy into this vision, it will come sooner to us, and we don't have to go through this pain, or we don't have to suffer or struggle much. Okay, so like I said, you don't have to suffer, you don't have to go through pain to become more conscious or to evolve. It can happen right now if you just focus your energy on creating a better world, on the kind of world that you actually desire. Okay, and with that, I would just like to say, just be kind to yourself, be kind to others, work on yourself, work on your body, take rest, as much rest as possible, and please slow down. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to not run. It's okay to go through this, and it's okay to accept that we are all going through this. Thank you.